All right, how y'all doing? As you can see, we got I get this office done. I need this chair put together. We got the wheels on the casters on the pedestal, platform, whatever, already. And the next step is put the adjuster on the back on the bottom of the seat. But I'm having a problem with this part, is these bolts right here. They got to go through right there. Okay, the head of the bolt is not much bigger than the hole that it has to go through. So I'm adding those to it, and those are, if you want the specs, they're 1/4 inch. Hang on a second. Okay, they're 1/4 inch by 1 washers. Just have to fit the bolt and give some space across here. So that's the first thing I'm finding, and we'll continue. Okay, we got the base on. And just once you build put the plate on the bottom of the chair, the seat of the chair, you just set it on top of the. Pretty self-explanatory. You just set it right down on there. And I've got my inspector checking on things as well. Okay, getting ready to put the arms on, and I like these bosses that the bolts are going to go to. Nice steel bosses. Nothing hokey about that. So, liking that part, and it's got inset holes, so I don't think I'm gonna need those washers for any more of the part of this build. Okay, I have one of these. I'm using it's a 5mm Allen. Of course, it comes with this, so I just like to speed things up and run these bolts in. And I also like the fact that these are nice long bolts that go in, but there's no washers needed for that part, and that's just putting them in. Some light on that. That's just putting them in here, and of course the back of the chair is going to be bolted there. Okay, this is pretty simple, which is good for me, just saying. And so, like I said, use the gun if you got one, and then I'm gonna, once you just zip them in, I'm not using the gun to tighten them, and then just finish them off with the Allen. Make them nice and snug. Obviously, it's a bolt. It needs to be in, snug, not super torqued, but snug. Okay, we got both arms on, and now we're just gotta put the back on, I guess. Looks like that's all that's left. Okay, this final part here, there's a tricky part. It's right here. It's just get these things lined up how you want them. I just put, like, the bolt just barely started it, maybe on this one's like hardly even hanging in there at all, this top one. And so I could just swing the chair around and get these to line up. See, get those to line up. You can see that more or less. Just it's a little off, but we'll get that straightened out once we get it going. But the trick I had was just take this arm here and just pull it apart a little bit. Just pull out on it and get the back of the chair to drop down into the location, because the bosses that you bolt to kind of stick out a little further than the rest. And so you got to kind of force it between them. Not really force it, just kind of pull out on the arm and just let it drop in there into place. And so once you get one started, you'll hold it in place for you while you get the rest of them going. And I think that's all it's going to take to get this wrapped up. And we'll do a wrap up, finish up this video in one moment. Okay, we've got those in. And now I'm just going to come in with the tool that's supplied right here and tighten up the rest of the way, and I think we're done. Okay, and of course we got the little caps that go over all the bolt holes. We'll pop those in, and then we're done. Okay, all right. Okay, that's it. Boom. Little caps on there. Everything's good. Chair's complete. Let's try it out.
So the chair was okay, except this screw, we weren't able to put this screw in. It couldn't fit. No matter what we did, the screw couldn't get in. So we only have 3 screws in the chair. We couldn't fit this screw in. I don't know if we have to return it, because I don't know if the chair is sturdy enough without this screw in. We couldn't fit this screw in no matter how hard we try. So I don't know if the chair is sturdy enough without the second screw, and it's just not aligned. It's just not aligned. We've been trying for over an hour. You can see the damage that it's caused right here because we couldn't fit that screw in. So I don't know if we should send the chair back, if it's a defect or what, if it's gonna be sturdy enough to sit on. It looks good, the quality looks good, but you know, like this side, all the screws went in. But it was very difficult to even get this one in, but after I sat in it, we got it in. But this one, we just couldn't get the screw to fit in.
Received this chair on September 3rd after multiple attempts to try and get the proper part sent to us by the company, and then filing an A to Z refund. We were denied this. The lowering mechanism will not work. We will demonstrate. It will not stay locked. We have had horrible service from the seller with this chair.
Don't talk much. This chair is supposed to hold 400 pounds. My weight is 330 pounds. And look at this. Look. Both wheels came off immediately. One came off before. I nearly fell out of the chair, and then another one. This chair doesn't support the weight that is mentioned on Amazon. Please do not buy this chair. It's a fraud advertisement.
I'm sending you a video because I want you to hear how your chair squeaks now. Hang on while I move it and you'll hear it squeak. That's how much your chair squeaks.